Hello everybody, welcome to BeepBox Radio. I'm making myself appear. I'm your host, Top84, and I need to play the background music while I am setting things up. I accidentally forgot to do the basic thing of putting the song list, and I accidentally put it in off topic, so now I'm doing it again. But this time with the social links and pinging. This person doesn't have an ad, that's weird. For the UraniumFire, okay. I don't need to ping them again. Stardust, meticulously evil. I put this name backwards. This song is called Shush! I was not ready. This is the one thing I forgot to do, okay? Anyways, we are now ready for radio. Almost. I probably should fix the one slight issue I accidentally put. Song 60. Stop talking! I'm not looking at chat. I was talking to the people in the BeepBox radio channel. I'm trying to fix something, and they were sending like 5 messages before I could fix it. Anyways. Yeah, you know what? I don't care about putting the links in the description. Anyways, hi everybody. A little bit underprepared. But should be fine now. Anyways, welcome to episode 163, Tomato. I couldn't think of anything to put the title as, so I just put a bunch of tomatoes on the thumbnail and thought it'd be funny. Anyways, yeah, I think because of that bit of a delay at the beginning, I might as well just start the songs instead of talking about stuff, and we'll just talk about tomato or tomato. Tomato. I say tomato. Anyways, the first song is Blight by slarmoooo and happylemonlime. The description says, we finished. Revised lore. After escaping Synthesia, I ran. I didn't know where else to go, so I headed west, through the Appalachian Mountains and into the Blighted Forest, a place I hoped even the asteroids were too afraid to go. A sickness pervades the land, corrupting every tree, bird, and blade of grass. But the stories say that the sickest of them all is a tormented creature, bulbous and slimy, bulging and twisted, a monstrosity. But those are just stories, I hope. I do think it's funny that your lore says Appalachian Mountains, like, oh wow, it's Midwest Ohio, it's like in the Midwest right there. Anyways, let's get rid of the cover and let's get listening. Alrighty, that was Blight by slarmoooo and happylemonlime. Tomatoes are not that acidic. They aren't that bad, yeah. Yeah. I think that was pretty cool. Lemons are far more acidic than tomatoes. There we go. Hold on, I'm trying to get... I just installed Ibis Paint on my phone. Okay. There we go. Now I'm not busy. That was a pretty cool song. I love myself some atmosphere, but because of the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of going on outside of atmosphere and intensity, I don't really have much to comment because that is not really my particular field of expertise. I keep seeing people talk. I learned in school when we talked about the peach skill. Yep. I keep seeing people talk about what would BeepBox people in Deltarune, like what would be the equivalents of Deltarune people in BeepBox, and somebody was like Goober would be Relze, so I installed Ibis Paint. So then while I'm in between songs, well, while it's playing songs, I can draw that. Anyways, yeah, I think we should move on to the next song, which is, let me see, oh, I forgot to play the background music. Gooper, Chop Top, and the computer. I don't know what the computer would be. The computer would be the cactus from Chapter 3. Anyways, the next song is I almost said Maramba, that's not it. Marimaba. There we go. Marimaba, there we go. This song took me 4 months to make. 3/4 of the time was me just stressing about the drums and not being good enough. The computer is alive? Is the computer alive? I don't know. The computer would be water cooler. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, enough background music. We're gonna be listening to this next song. Let's check it up! That wasn't bad at all. Alrighty, that was Marimaba by wondtvvsyou, which is in the chat. They're the, what do we call, the caterpillar saxophone person. One DTV versus you. Okay, well that's a whole that's a whole mouthful, so I'm just gonna call you VSU versus you or something like that. Anyways, or just one. That works too. Yeah, that was that song. I do feel like the mixing was a bit everywhere on that song. Could have done just something as simple as turning down some of the louder instruments. I gotta figure out where that one was. This one could do a little bit. Doesn't need to be so loud. I don't feel like doing a whole bunch of work on, oh yeah, here's how you could do the mixing on songs. Because I'm not judging the submission sheets. This is just for listening to songs. I thought it was pretty good. I feel like the arrangement was nice, though. Like I said, could have definitely had a little bit more work on the mixing part, which probably is both the hardest and easiest part, because it takes the least amount of time, but is probably the hardest to figure out. Anyways, I think we should move on, though, to the next song, which is number 3, Vetro V2 by Mikster. I believe that's what I put. Who pinged me and why? Why am I pinged? Oh, yeah, because here. Yeah, I think we should just listen to this. I'm gonna go back to eating my onion. Okay. Mixing makes me angry. I think I'm pretty alright at mixing. I'm not like I'm not very good. I'm not like the greatest at it, but I can do a good job at mixing. Anyways, let's listen to the, I mix instruments by trial and error. Too loud, decrease the volume. Too quiet, increase the volume. It's not exactly just that. Oh, man. Okay. So, this is gonna take a minute to explain. But for those who aren't in the BeepBox Discord, I did a, forum for, BeepBox, podcast, or BB podcast, where, let me pull it up. There's a questionnaire where you can answer a bunch of questions regarding BeepBox Radio. You can see here, I made this, and I asked for the people in the BeepBox Discord to give a general opinion of the ideas. And one of the ideas was, where is it? Should we have deep dives into different aspects of music making? And the whole idea is that basically, the hosts, we just take a moment to listen to music and then be like, oh yeah, well, here's how you can do the specific thing. Like, say if there's a whole bunch of people that want to know how to do mixing, we could be like, oh yeah, well, here's a general idea of how to get mixing good, like how to do a good idea, like how to get a good idea of what like mixing entails and how to do it, and generally like what you should think while you're doing it. But it's probably going to be a while before BB Podcast gets made, so I think it would be kind of neat to have a little trial run of at least some of the ideas in this, to see what people think for, like, you know, different things. So like we can have a deep dive later explaining how to, you know, do mixing. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to tell me in the chat. I will look into it while I'm listening to the next song, which is going to be the one I already have linked. Hold on. I think we should take a listen real quick. Alright, that was pretty good. I liked that a lot. I think in terms of sound, it kind of reminded me of what's it called? Um like the kind of music you'd hear on Roblox back in like 2018, 2019. So that's pretty funny. I think the mixing was a bit loud though. NCS song. Yeah, it is kind of NCS. I think the mixing was a bit loud though. It was quieter for you guys because I have the actual radio what's it called? Thing turned down by 5 decibels. But for me, it was pretty loud. And I mean, it was good. I liked it, but it was decently loud, and I feel like I don't know. It might have been trying to use distortion, like the distortion that happens with browsers, but I'm using Firefox, so it didn't happen. It didn't happen because it's different. But yeah, overall, pretty cool. Buy the Jumbox generator for $50. I have vague memories of playing Roblox back in the day. Is that a thing that happens with okay, so in there I was told about this. Apparently in what's it called? Chromium, how they handle audio is actually different from how Firefox does it. So the thing with how Chromium does it is that when you get to a certain loudness, it actually has a distortion. It has a bit of a distortion effect on the audio. While in comparison, Firefox, the distortion either sounds different or it just doesn't happen, and it tends to make music sound different than it's supposed to. Which, I mean, if you're using volumes that loud, I feel like for specifically for just does that make it into the exported audio? Yeah, clipping. It's hard clipping. I don't think the hard clipping happens exactly the same way as it does in Firefox as it does in Chromium. The thing with that is that I don't think it's a good idea to specifically take advantage of a limitation of the browser specifically for mixing in terms of music, because it's not going to be the same everywhere else. Is it cool? Maybe, but it's not going to be the same everywhere you go, which can be a problem, especially when it's like you're switching browsers and your song sounds completely different because the mixing just is so much different because of the how the browser processes audio. So if you're gonna do loud songs, make sure that you're not doing it just specifically for the distortion that the hard clipping that happens. Probably be a good idea to add an effect for that though, hard clipping. I only composed in Firefox, so I thought it was just the same in all browsers. No, it's actually different. I think it'd be better to do the distortion yourself instead of blasting everyone's ears. That is true. It's a style thing though. Some people do it because it's their style, and some people don't do it because it's not their style. It's just don't do it. Just do it whatever way we want. Anyways, the next song is Black Sun by NeoJunkie. Their description says, I don't know. I forgot to read the description of the last song. Oops. Vetro V2's description said newer version of an old song from 4 to 5 years ago. But this song, like I said, description was I don't know. As someone who likes metal, I enjoy blasting my ears when I compose. The problem with that is that over time, your ears are going to get damaged, and it'll be harder and harder to hear the music because less fibers in your ear exist because they're all dying because of how loud the music is. So if you keep doing that, eventually you're just going to go deaf, like unironically. Anyways, let's listen to the song. was pretty cool, though I will have to say that I think the mix, like I said, so far, mixing was a bit too wet. If you don't know, when mixing is wet, that means that there's too much effects being placed on it that make it so that when mixed together with other sounds, it kind of makes everything hard to make out. That song was doing a bit of that. Is water wet? No, the water itself isn't wet because the water isn't like the water is what causes things to be wet. It can't be wet itself. So, unless you're gonna say like, oh well, the water's touching water. Well, I mean, make it dry water, guys. Make it dry. Actually, that's not a good idea either, because if the song's too dry, then it's going to be kind of hard to listen to. But you know, overall, I don't think it's that big of a deal in terms of this song, because it kind of was more heavier. So, was it terrible? But I feel like if the mixing wasn't so like muddy, it probably would be even better. You know, just a personal thing. Water is wet. We're not having this discussion in the chat right now. We're not doing this. We're not having that Ace Attorney thing, which is why water music is wet. Oh no. Anyways, I think it's a good idea to switch to the next song. What if a song is wet, does the person who is making it dry? No. For something to be wet, it has to have a relatively higher amount of water molecules. We're going to say that the ocean is wet. For something to be wet, it must be have at least one surface touching the water. Therefore, all water is wet except for the top layer of atoms. Anyways, next song is MALIMOTION by SpendDog1. The description says, the bells chime for the executioner, stressing your mortality at every step. Cover of this first song I ever got on radio. I'm rather proud of this, and I believe I've been rather innovative. After all, what's a good work of art without giving credits? What? I don't... SpendDog, if this is a Megalovania, I'm banning you. We're not doing any more Megalos. That was banned. Okay? So if this is a Megalo, you're dead. I'm not playing any more songs by you. Because you just keep making more Megalos. Alrighty, that was Malimotion. Me win a credit song for my death. I swear to God, on April 1st, we're doing an entire radio where we play only credit song for my death remixes. This will happen, and I'll have Vivi, and I'm not having Vivi co-host because that would be torture. Look, okay. BeepBox. Okay, actually, humorously enough, April 1st actually is the anniversary for credit song for my death. So I gotta make a credit song for my death cover at some point. Not everybody makes them, but we don't need them all. Hold on. Just for a second. Let's pull up youtube.com, okay? Okay. Now, I want you to take a second, and I want you all to guess just how many credit song for my death remixes there are. Give me a number, any number. Give me any number you can think of. Okay? Tell me just how many you think there are. Okay? Okay? Well, of course there's at least one. But yeah. You guys need to go higher. Because that's not high enough. 568? Not high enough. Need to go higher. Okay. Why is the chat not working? Hold on, what? Okay, there we go. The chat on my right wasn't working. 75,000, no, 754,546. That is too much. Over 500, there's over 500, yeah. 314,000, less. 1,000, there's more than 1,000. I don't know how much it is exactly. 1,165, this one playlist is. Not lower than 2,000, but yeah, here's a playlist with 1.1k videos. In fact, this one actually has so many songs, and it has me in here. If we look, I gotta scroll down for a bit until it loads, but I'm actually in this. Yeah, see right here. Here's one of them. I made a second one. Where is it? It's definitely higher than it. Let's see. Somehow I'm in the first, like, 200, which is kind of weird. Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyways, yeah, you see, I can't make anything original. It would be funny. Oops. Still not getting any. How far do I have to go just to find the other one I made? Yeah, I never knew it has this many covers. It's probably the most popular beatbox song ever, because of how many, just because of how many remixes there are. Not even like how many views the original has, because the original has 10 million views. But there is 1,000 remixes, and I think like I think that's almost on par with like Megalovania, which has like a few thousand remixes. So the fact that like Control F, I'm doing Control F. It's just that they won't show up if I don't load them in first. That's why I'm doing this. See, I only got 2 matches. I need to keep going down. Yep, we've only got to 700. We got to keep going further. We got to keep going down. Because we haven't gotten far enough. Okay, now we're at 800. Yeah, of course Megalovania has more remixes than, like, Credit Song for My Death, but the fact that it's comparable is insane. This isn't even a remix, this is just the original. Okay. There we go, third match. Okay. There's my other one. Credit Song for My Death Orchestra remix. I wonder if, the other one's in here. Match case. No. Whole words. No. It's not here. I thought that menu music for my mod would be here, but oh, I privated it. No wonder why it's not here. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Too bad I don't have a YouTube channel to upload my own remix. It's not that hard to make a YouTube channel. You have a Google account. It's literally just as simple as, like, create YouTube account, upload video, and bam. Almost like it's a good song. I think because of how popular it is, everybody, like, whenever anybody thinks of Vivi, they think of Credit Song for My Death, but they want to be known for, like, their more modern stuff. So it's kind of probably really annoying for them. Anyways, I think it's time to move on, which is, this next song is number 6, Turing Machine by fmixolydian, yeah. If you're talking here, you have a channel, yeah. It's not even that hard to make a video. It's like, I did it, like, yesterday. I'm not even kidding. Anyways, the description for the song is, remix of a song I made 6 months ago for a really old project of mine. More of an expansion, though, because the original version was pretty much unfinished. Inspired by Piano Machine, which has a YouTube link, so if you, I don't know what the song sounds like, but if you guys want to listen to it, then here's the song. Full description can be found on Beatboard. I am not looking at Beatboard. Let's listen to the song. Annoying looping bug that I need to fix. I don't even know why that's a thing. I don't know what caused it, and I don't know where it happened. Anyways, yeah, that was that song. I feel like when I got to where was it? Here, was it? Yeah, it was here. When I got to this part, could not make out a single thing that was going on. Definitely wasn't bad, though. I feel like it definitely could have gotten a bit more work, especially in terms of instrumentation. That was a lot. It felt like a lot of presets to me. Like, slightly modified presets. Very well could have used... wait, doesn't the song use... Yeah, the song uses standard drum set. You could have used samples, like... If Goober was a song, what would it be? I don't know. I rated 8 bug saxophones out of 10. Definitely could have been better. I feel like it's closer to about, like, 6, maybe? Mainly just because the instrumentation was just, like, it wasn't there for me. Definitely wasn't bad. The arrangement was good, but I feel like the instrumentation was what was holding it back a lot. How many bug saxophones is a lemon worth? 1 lemon is worth 0.01 bad hitbox saxophone. Profile, then switch account, then view all channels, then create a channel. Yep, that's how you do it. Oh, wow, okay. The reason I use presets is, in my opinion, they fit better sometimes. It's always better to make your own instruments than to use presets, because presets don't always fit the situation that you're going for. Okay? You can, like, if you're making an instrument, you can always make it exactly the way you need it to, but if you're just using a preset without changing it much, kind of feels more like you're building the song around the instruments instead of building the instruments around the song. So, kind of a problem, especially when it comes to, like, when you're trying to make good, songs. But, like, it definitely wasn't bad, but I feel like if you were to focus more on getting better at instrumentation, definitely could be, like, really good, okay? Just throwing that out there. Anyways, I think we should move on to the next song. Number 7. I remember, actually, before I move on, I remember specifically on the submission sheet, fmixolydian submitted a song on there, and I remember thinking it definitely could have gotten work, but I think since then, you've definitely gotten better at it. Though I still think that you need to stop using presets. Anyways, the next song is number 7, Double Time, whatever the heck that means, by SpendDog1. If this is a Megalovania, you're getting banned. We're listening to the song. I forgot to read the description. The description says, "Run for your life if you still love your brother. Dust till brotherly love peaks." That gives me a red flag, because that sounds like a Megalovania. I don't know. Of course I don't trust SpendDog. One person that I know about, like, submitting, like, if there's anybody I know in this, like, server that's going to submit a Megalovania remix, it's going to be SpendDog, because they've done it like 4 times. I didn't realize it was a Mori because I've never played a Mori, but I thought it was pretty neat. Let's listen to the song. I don't know what happened. Apparently I got disconnected or something. It didn't say I was disconnected. It looked fine to me. It's just the chat stopped talking for a second, so I was like, wait, what happened? Yeah, anyways, no more Megalo. You are... SpendDog, you're gone. Are they actually? Look, okay? Reevaluate. Look, hold on, I actually have to say this. Like, out of any song on the internet, there is not one that I dislike more than Megalovania, okay? Megalovania is not even that bad of a song. But the fact is that there are thousands upon thousands of remixes of Megalovania, okay? And when you have been dealing with this for years, literally ever since, like, Undertale came out, I've been a fan of Undertale ever since, like, 2016. there's too much. It's too much. It's genuinely too much. Okay? I've listened to so many Megalo remixes, and I've seen so many versions of Sans. I genuinely, like, wince every time I see it. It genuinely just makes me, like, mad because of how much I see it. Okay? I mean, people are allowed... Okay, look, I've talked about this before. Someone said that people should be able to like what they want, okay? That's fine. You're allowed to like what you like. But when everybody's doing the exact same thing, you're not doing anything unique. You're just doing what everybody else is doing. And it's not, like, interesting, okay? So seeing everybody do the exact same thing over and over again for freaking 10 years, okay? 10 years of this stuff, I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear Megalovania. I don't want to see Sans. If you guys keep posting this, I will straight up just stop playing it. This was in the original song. This isn't a Megalo remix, pal. Look, okay, look, I'm sorry for getting heated, okay? It's just that Megalovania makes me so mad. Stop posting about Megalovania! I'm tired of seeing it! How am I supposed to listen to this rant about the music? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me put on the music. Guys, no more Megalovania! We're tired of it! Stop playing it! Look, it wouldn't even be so bad if people did other stuff, but it's always just Megalovania. If there was more of like everything else, then it wouldn't be so bad. But it's always Megalovania. Anyways, moving on to the next song, which I believe this is right. My friends on BBO sent this Discord. It's Sand. Now, yes, correct. Now we are going to listen to number 8, Pyramid Scheme by magnumdocet. I think this is the right one. The title on the thing says, "We're going to your mom's house," and I don't know if that's right, but the next song is right, so I'm guessing this is it. Let me look. Let me double check just to make sure. If you guys forced me to listen to Megalovania for an entire radio, I'd quit. Yeah, it is this one. Okay, we're listening to this song right now. The description says, "Oh dang, me and the boys, as gender neutrally as possible, had too much last night and we decided on a whim to make a pyramid scheme. What could possibly have led to this? It's gonna be a long morning after all this taken care of." Anyways, let's listen to this. What the flip, man? Okay, I like that. That was pretty good. See, now, that's what we call a fine song, okay? It's not Megalovania. It's something original. It's something cool. See? Okay, only magnumdocet could have come up with a song like that, and that is what makes it good. Can you fix your internet? No, I can't. Look, what am I supposed to do? My mom's watching anime in the other room. Anyways, I think it's a good idea to let go from that. Look, okay, I've been dealing with this stuff for so long, and I've just been holding it in. Anyways, next is number 9. We're gonna listen to "Look for Me in the Stardust" by Specksicle. There's no description. No. I apologize. My sister walked into the room. This radio should be called Chop Top Crashing Out because of Megalo. Look, I wouldn't be so mad if it wasn't everywhere. Anyways, let's listen to the song. See, that was really good. Oh my god. Oh, my anklet fell off. Hold on. Let me tie this back up. That was really good. I was expecting it to be probably be really good because I remember seeing it on like while I was setting up, but wow. Okay. That was really nice. I was expecting it to lag more, but it didn't lag as badly as I was expecting. I only did it during that one part, and ever since that part, it didn't lag. So I guess I got pretty lucky with that one. Yeah, I heard my ankle. No, I have an anklet. It's like a bracelet, but you wrap it around your ankle. Why am I being silent? I'm waiting for someone to say something, and then I'm just sitting here like, I heard that, and brace for my spiel about megalos. No, I don't care about that anymore. I'll rant about it in the BeepBox radio channel, but I'm not gonna say it out loud because I mean, I'm just gonna be sitting here for 30 minutes complaining about it. I keep forgetting to play the music. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that was really nice. You literally just missed it. Hey, hold on. Before you like go back or leave, I want you to listen to this when I say this. Keep making music like that, please. It was so good. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm talking about the Discord channel. Anyways, yeah, we had ourselves a really nice song, and we're not anywhere near done. We still got another 6 songs left. Imagine how many fewer problems you would have had if you didn't have ankles. I mean, imagine how many more problems you'd have if you didn't have ankles. So, like, flip the question. Anyways, I'm gonna do a poll that we're gonna keep going until the end of radio. Okay, I'll give a little bit of a only song this radio I went out of my way to find and finish Beeps to. Okay, hand. Anyways, I'm going to make a poll for you guys to answer, and that poll is, should I draw at the end of the stream? For context, what I'm going to be drawing is, did it not create the poll? It did. What I'm going to be drawing is Deltarune themed versions of people that have showed up on BeepBox Radio ever since I hosted. So we'd like take some like ideas. So we'd take myself, Goober, and the Macintosh. We would give them dark world designs, and this would be like, oh yeah, this is what the characters would look like if they were in the dark world. Especially since people are talking about it, I thought it'd be pretty neat. Overall, we're not going to be worrying about that right now, because we need to move on to the next song, which is probably going to be goated, because the next song is by Soshu, which has a pretty good track record. This one is the Jujutsu Kaisen opening, the 5th opening for Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's called Aizo. We shall check it out. Oh, I was not muted the entire time. Whoopsie daisy. Good thing I didn't say anything. That was a cover of the intro from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is an anime. Apple. Guess what? See? Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be... Actually, okay, okay, he put a description for that song. He said, been a minute since I submitted anything. Chopped off, I heard all the bad things he said. Did I say anything? I didn't even say anything. Anyways, I was thinking to myself, it'd be kind of cool to get Soshu to make some background music for BeepBox Radio. I feel like that would be something fun. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... Actually, let me ping him about it like right now. Actually, at Soshu, you the goat, can a BG song for radio, please. Pray. I know they do commissions, but I don't got money, so I can't pay them. But yeah, let's well, I think that was really cool. Apple bet. I don't think what? I don't think BBRBGM makes a lot of sense. What are you talking about? What genuinely, what are you guys talking about? Anyways, let's listen to the next song, which is number 11. Dasorg by comradation. Now we're gonna be taking a quick listen to this well after we read the description. It says, submitted for fun again. Let's check it out. Alrighty, that was dasorg, comradation. Let me play the music. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I do think though that in terms of instrumentation, that was actually really cool. The fact that they managed to get that to sound like metal so well with what they had, and also on top of that, the what's it called? On top of the extra, you know, usage of, you know, what's it called? Like generally, oh yeah, what's different time signatures. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of it. The fact that it was switching from 6/4 to 4/4 is pretty cool. Overall, I feel like it did a good job of doing its, like, you know, fitting in the genre that it was going for. Though I do feel like it was a little bit repetitive, especially on the drum side, because it was kind of just happening all the time. Though, that's just kind of how the genre is, so I'm not going to blame the song for that. Anyways, yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that. We're going to be moving on, though, because the next song is, When the Toast Is Done by UraniumFire. I don't know if this is two different people or if this is the same person that just put their two different usernames for themselves. UraniumLeaf, if you're in the chat, which one do you want me to use? UraniumLeaf or UraniumFire? Or unless these are two different people and I didn't know. Same person? Okay, which one do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to put your Discord username or your YouTube username? Because, like, I usually tell people to submit their Discord username if they have one. Either's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Discord username. So this one's by UraniumFire. The Uranium Brothers, even though it's the same person. There's no description for this, so we just check this out. Let's listen. I like how Connor could immediately tell that I named the stream after the fact that that he keeps putting tomato reactions on the announcements. So technically, yes, it is dedicated to you, but not exactly you. It's just the fact that it's dedicated to the fact that you keep tomato reacting the streams. Anyways, that was pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. I'm not like crazy. I don't know where I was going with that. I was gonna say I'm not crazy into something, but I couldn't tell what I was trying to say. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I feel like the instrumentation was nice. It utilized the instruments pretty well. It's kind of... Are you sure you're not crazy? Oh, I'm absolutely crazy. You guys don't know yet, but I've killed 5,000 people. No. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. What else is there? What's Plants vs. Zombies character is that? Like, I'm not, like, crazy. Oh god. I think we're going nuts. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty funny. What was I gonna try to say? What was I trying to say before you guys kept, like, making me, say other stuff? I don't know. Let's just move on to the next song, which is number 13. Lake / Pokemon dppt, which I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna pretend like I know what that means. By Soshu. We're just gonna. I think we should just take a listen to this real quick. It did the looping trick that I always don't think about. Like you guys know how, like, some songs just end, like, out of nowhere, and it's like, well, they could have done the looping thing. It ends too soon. No, why did it end? It was really good, yeah. See, Soshu is the GOAT. We need him to make background music. Speaking of background music, I should put that on. So, see, this song did something that I want more people to do. And that's take the time to take the beginning of the song, where you're trying to loop it, put it at the end, and then have it fade out the music. So then that way, it properly ends. For radio. I mean, it's not even that hard to do. It'd take like a few seconds. Your Honor, I couldn't do the looping thing. The song I submitted is exactly 5 minutes. Not my problem. Anyways. Yeah, that was good. But I already sung the praises of Soshu like a million times, so we're gonna be moving on to the next song, which is called Wildflower by Stardust834 and Meticulously Evil. The description says, a silly, goofy song for a silly, goofy, corpse-possessing plant. Oh, I know something about corpses. When I want my song to end for radio, I just add an extra bar of nothing, so the no looping does not mess up any reverb or anything. Yeah, I don't make my songs to loop. I don't either. Evil. Anyways, we shall move on to this song that we're looking at right now. Let's take a listen to it. I apologize for not unmuting sooner because my mouse was getting in. Well, my headset cord was getting in the way of my mouse. Anyways, that was Wildflower by Stardust 834. That was really good. See, I like myself some music, metal music. I think it was meant to loop. It doesn't matter. I mean, they said it was like 5 minutes, so they couldn't do that. But, you know, I think that was pretty cool. I like myself some music, yeah. I'm not sure what the deal with the corpse-possessing plant is. I don't know what the deal with that is. I'm gonna see if Dead Lady can, like, do something about that. Anyways. You sound like you need to sleep. I woke up, like... How long ago was it? I think, like, 8 hours ago, so I don't need sleep. What? Did I actually wake up? Oh, I woke up, okay, 8 hours ago, okay. I've been awake all day. Let's switch songs, though. We should move on to the next song, which is number 15, Henceforth by Soshu, which, I mean, if you guys know, you know what this song is. You know what this song, you know. Music is awesome, and then I look at my name. The description says, I actually already read the description before the stream because it was they asked to fix something, which I went in and fixed it. Chop top became sleep top. Anyways, let's take a listen, and while this is playing, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll be right back. I think it's funny that it just kind of ends instead of, like, fading out. Like, I don't know why it doesn't fade out. Is it supposed to fade out? Let me do a check real quick. It is supposed to fade out, but it just didn't. It ends before it fades out all the way. Okay, that's kind of funny. Anyways, this is the last song for today. Next is number 16, Ionizing by creeperdoesredstone. This description says, this is considered to be my magnum opus. So, let's check out if it actually is or not. Let's take a listen. Alrighty. The last song wasn't as long as I was expecting, but it was pretty good. I feel like that was rather nice. Let me close this. And, yeah, that was all of the songs we were planning to look at today. But that doesn't mean that's the end of the radio, because, that poll earlier I told you guys about, had 18 votes, and 94% of you guys said that I should, in fact, draw at the end of the stream. So, guess what we're doing? We're going to be pulling up a sprite. Oh, my favorite. Okay, so let me, pull up, let me switch out, not that, this, that is not lined up. Oh my god. Let's fix this. So, let's move it, why are you all the way up, why is this zoomed out? Will you send all drawings you make in the art? Yeah, I will. Let's put this here, get rid of this. There we go, and then line it up. There we go, and now let's do some drawing. I'm gonna say a drawing. There we go. A sprite dark mode cursed. I always switch to dark mode everywhere. Anyways, big canvas. Get rid of the timeline. Yeah, should we do like regular square brush? Or should I do line brush? Oh, we're not doing pixel art, we're just drawing. Okay, so what's the first thing we should draw? Well, actually, since it's gonna take a minute for me to draw everything, I'm gonna put on something else that I technically have the right to play, and that is, actually probably not, that doesn't really fit for background music. Let's just keep playing Weather Alert. I thought A-Sprite is for pixel art. It can be for pixel art, but that doesn't mean it's all that it can be used for. Like, look. See, it's not... I use the regular GIMP pencil brush at 5 pixel, no anti-aliasing, not even for the eraser. Well, I do basic photo editing. Yeah, so I do that too sometimes. How could BeepBox be in animating stuff? It's like how BeepBox can be. Well, it's not even that, like, different. It's like, literally, you're just using a bigger brush. But anyways, we're gonna be drawing, so, before I said that we were going to draw, what's it called, like Dark World versions of Beepcord characters, and someone said that Goober would be an equivalent to Ralze, so let me pull up a picture of Ralze so we can use it as a reference. I'm gonna do the chapter 1 version of Ralze and not the chapter 2 version. Draw buck saxophones. I'll do that real quick. Saxophone is shaped like this. And the bug is shaped like this. No, hold on. It's gonna take me a second, so give me a moment. Oh my goodness. Here's the eraser, guys. It's like huge. Buck saxophone. Anyways. Calligraphy pen brush. It's not even calligraphy, it's just a line brush. That's what it's called anyways, I think. Like, you got the circle brush, I don't use that. Square brush, I use this sometimes. And then line brush, it's just like calligraphy, yeah. But it's not that crazy. Let me close the hole. I still remember the magma boards. I don't remember from how long ago. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking of using this image, but it looks like it's aliased for some reason. Might be just a... That does look weird. Why is it like that? Let me pull up a transparent image. So color, transparent. This is really the best I got? Eh, whatever. Yeah, look at that. That's horrible. Is this really it? Okay, I can't use that. That's Rouse holding a shotgun. Anyways, let's see if I can find the files. I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, let's just like draw off the rip, no reference. We don't need reference images. I'll put it on my other screen though. I'll do that at least. Rouse holding a shotgun. Hold on, let me copy it if I can find it. Yeah. Look, Rouse holding a shotgun. Anyways, if we're gonna do a Rouse goober, well, he's gotta have glasses. Well, it's gotta have glasses, right? And Rouse is kind of known for the eyes, so we got ourselves some pointy glasses here. Let's fill in these in. Now we also need ourselves a nose because goober. And then we got that cheeky ass smile. I didn't mean to cuss, I just said I did that by complete habit. Gotta do his face a little bit. Let's move his eye a little bit down. Okay. Make it more cheeky. Nah, this is good. Demonetize this guy. Kill him! Hold on. Okay, so is... I need to make the hat. Okay, there we go. Now let's erase the part of the glasses that's visible up here. Okay, now we got that. Now we need to make the hat a little bit. So we got, since Ralsei's hat has, what's it called? By the ears first. I don't usually start with the ears. I start with the eyes. Anyways, ears might end up looking a little weird, but I'll make it work. So, and then the hat goes up like this. If we make it go back like this, and then we can bring it forward like this, and now we have a hat a little bit. I think I should do a bit closer look on Ralsei's hat because it doesn't look quite right. Yeah, Ralsei has a tuft, but Goober doesn't have hair like that. I'll just do it anyways because it'll look good. It might look cool. So let's copy this, put a tuft. And it looks a little silly. I don't know. Oops. Hold on. No, I don't want to. I want to select this area. No, that's the wand tool, not the circle brush. There we go. There we go. Move that around. Okay, so far this isn't too bad. Though, I am missing the scarf. That's what's down here. Ooh, let me grab this. You guys are seeing my thought process when I'm drawing. That should come up like this. Yeah, there we go. I think that works. No. There we go. That looks nice. Anyways, let's finish the scarf real quick. So yeah, we got the scarf. Let's bring that down. I kind of don't see the vision. So the thing with how I draw, I don't at all like use reference images. I do use reference images, but I don't do pre-sketches. I just kind of like figure it out as I go along. Like I don't really care for this ear here, so let me move it back. How do I do this without looking weird? Also, the thing with Goober is that, well, the thing with Ralsei is that the face is darkened out, so let's dark out the face real quick. Oop, there we go. And then let's make the glasses green real quick, so then that way we can keep the glasses shape. Oop, oopsie daisy, I didn't mean to do that. I can't do drawing with the tablet properly. I'm using a mouse right now. Anyways, now we can dark out the face. Yeah, that looks a lot more like Ralsei's Chapter 1 appearance. Though I feel like with Ralsei, hold on. Let me make the other screen visible as well. So, oh wait, it's on the wrong tab. Let me put this on the other one. With, hold on, let me get rid of the... With Ralsei's face... Why is Ralsei being crucified? Guys, it's like Persona 3! Anyways, Ralsei's hat has... He has a little hair tuft here, where his hair comes up. So I need to do that a bit. Ralsei, no! I wasn't expecting to see that today. Let's do the tuft a little bit, like that. Yeah, that looks fine. Maybe a bit further. Yep, works with me. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see Ralsei get crucified. Ralsei became Jesus. Ralsei is Jesus, guys. Okay, well, if Ralsei is Jesus, why is one of the images he's pink? He's... Oh wait, I forgot to switch back. Oops. Hold on. In one of the, why is he pink? I have no idea. He's a melon. I genuinely have no idea. Anyways, let's get these arms in. Let's get rid of this part. His arms would be like this. And then you'd have it like that. There we go, and then we can erase this. Oops. Don't do that. What? Sorry if I go silent for a second. When I'm trying to focus, I kind of, like, stop talking entirely. And this is a very common thing for me to do. Anyways, have the little, tunic... I don't know. Okay, hold on. I need confirmation from chat. What is Ralsei wearing in Chapter 1? Like, is it a, like, a tunic? Or is it, like, a dress or a skirt? Like, what is it? What is that brush? Okay, so simply, in the top left here, you can click square brush, circle brush, or line brush. I'm using the line brush. You can change the angle of the line, actually, with the degrees here. So if I change this to 45, it's actually like a calligraphy pen. Oh, a calligraphy brush, but I'm using it at 0 degrees, so it looks like a straight line. Anyways. Let me put the heart here. No, wait, not a heart, not a heart, not a heart. Wait a minute. This is BeepBox Radio we're talking about. We're putting the BeepBox logo in the center. Yeah, that's the soul. If there was like a Deltarune themed BeepBox Radio thing, the soul wouldn't be a heart. It would be a it would be the BeepBox logo. I did not draw it at the center. Oh, I gotta move it. There, the center. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, we got the body. Is there like a line at the bottom? No. I think we should do the scarf more, because we haven't finished that yet. There we go. Get rid of the line here. Okay. Line. Now, we get to see his legs a bit, but his legs aren't... Goober's legs aren't that big. Make a BeepBox logo? Sure. It's simple as just, like, adding an extra circle around it. Doesn't have to be the BeepBox logo. It makes more sense to be the BeepBox logo. Anyways, Goober's little feet, because Goober, in comparison to Ralsei, doesn't have that big feet, so... Anyways, there we go. In chapter 1, his feet's, like, smaller. That's weird. Anyways, let's get, to coloring, which shouldn't be that hard. So, green outfit. Should we change the color of... Yeah, we ended the raid... Goober has feet? The first I'm seeing of this. Hold on. Let me pull up an older drawing. Actually, I could just... Hold on. Where am I looking? Where's this picture? There it is. What did it open to? There we go. Goober full body. This is what Goober fully looks like. If Goober was, like, more humanoid, this would be more how it'd be. I've done Goober with, like, color it as a BeepBox. Okay, so it'd be like this. Yeah, that makes more sense for, like, the heart. Those are paws. Does it matter? Anyways, scarf. Should we change the color from... Should we change the glasses and hat color from green to something else? Because I feel like... I don't feel like green kind of... I don't feel... Bipedal, he just switches. White out around the... Hold on. Gotta make it like a donut. Okay, now I need the center too. I wanted to do it as BeepBox, but you guys insisted that it had to be a BeepBox, so I'm doing a BeepBox. Anyways, makeshift a BeepBox logo. You should have colored the outline white. What do you mean? I can't too late. Anyways, what color should I make everything else? Like, I don't know about the green. I think I should change the color green to something else. So, which color should I make its glasses and outfit? Make it white? I don't think or black. Well, the arms are black, so I can't do that. Like, hold on. Specific color code. Let's see. It's kind of... I'm not sure about that. Too bright. I was saying, like, make it a different color entirely. Like, make it, orange or something. Not orange. Pink. That's magenta. More of a purple color, maybe. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. I got color. FF77... No, that's not. FF7744. That's not the right. 44 FF7... What's the order? FF4477. What was the color? Hold on. Let me look this up, because... Forgot the color of the BeepBox logo. Hold on. You'll see what I'm gonna do in a second. Can't believe I have to use the pin message that Gubby's made. It's 7744FF. I messed up the order like that badly. I knew the order. Well, not the order, the numbers, but not the right color. Yeah, 7744FF. There we go. Anyways. Yeah. Maybe I should do the scarf a different color. Wait, hear me out. You should use the BeepBox UI colors. Okay. The BeepBox UI colors would be a lot of darker magentas and maroons. That's too dark. But I feel like there's too much pink, so it needs to have more contrast. Let's do the scarf a different color. Yeah, purple and orange are complementary colors, so that works. Yeah, there we go. You guys think this is alright, or you think I should do different colors? The logo itself is already BeepBox, like a BeepBox logo. Like, it's already that color. Like, the BeepBox stuff is kind of around this range. And I don't think that... Okay, never mind. Blue. Blue! I think that works. Yeah, here we go. Here's here's Rousey but Goober. Let's complete these lines real quick. Or maybe not, actually, I don't know. Yeah. Goobsay. Not the scarf. What do you mean? What color are you? His hat and stuff. I made it BeepBox purple. You can't tell me that that doesn't fit more. That your color fits more than BeepBox purple, bro. Hold on. Let me switch this out to make it more purple and deeper. There we go. Or maybe more blue, actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, guys. Here's Rousey. But Goober. Generic blue. Anyways. Should we do another character, or do you think this is good? For now. Okay. The saxophone is Tenna. No, Blenna is Tenna, obviously. Second character. We're gonna do draw all co-hosts. That's way too much. Because that's like 8 people. Chopped up if he was Deltarune. I could do it myself. Should I make my... Okay, what character would I be then? Color the Buggin? Okay, I'll do that real quick. Saxophone would be around this color. I forgot to turn on contiguous. Bug would be more of a greenish color, so green. Anyways, Chop Top is Spamton. No, that's Buying. His name is literally Mr. Buying. You can't tell me that Mr. Buying wouldn't be perfect for Spamton. Like, come on. Oh, I can't do Buying. Okay, Buying's a skeleton, right? I'll draw Buying real quick. We need Blenna. I already did Blenna at a different time. I'm gonna draw Mr. Buying as Spamton real quick, and then I'll do Blenna. So, got his hands up like this, and then let's make his tiny ass. I keep saying that by accident. Okay. So, Mr. Buying's OC, actually, if you guys probably didn't know this, but Mr. Buying is actually supposed to be a skeleton, so I'm gonna draw Spamton practically, just with the skeleton face instead. Or maybe not, actually, I don't feel like doing that right now. I'll do it later. Blenna, okay, you know what, I'll just do Blenna. Just real quick. Let me pull up the original image for Blenna. My BeepBox radio isn't radioing. No! Anyways. Okay, reference, got it. Okay, we're gonna do this as fast as possible. So, make his suit like this. And if I can do it right, there we go. Oh my god, I messed up the last line here. I'm not doing all that again, I'm just gonna fix it. There we go. Agro. No, we're not naming him that. Actually, hold on. Chop Top, if you want, I can give you a reference literally right now. If you want, okay, yes, and then in the Beep, like the one channel, and I'll reference it for Spamton. I accidentally. erase this because I don't need it anymore. Okay, legs. Too far. Hold on. There we go. Boy got long legs. I got long legs. I'm pretty tall. Who's Blunna? Blunna is character that freaking Smiter made. I feel like the legs are too far to the left. Ugh. Maybe I should just redraw the coat from here. Let's move this over. Why did I draw that? Why did I go that way? Okay, there we go. Let's move this up. Erase. Let's redraw this part. Okay, that's what you look like? Okay, I got it. Let me finish up what's left with Blunna, because it's not that much. I feel like this is too far. Hold on, let me try redrawing this part to fit everything else. Hey guys, it's buying. No. There we go. Let's make his radio head. Okay, there we go. What character should Bug Saxophone be? That's a tough one. What's the, like, red thing from Chapter 2 that's like the, Nubby, or I forgot. What's his name? What's the little red nub thing that's based off of the, like, mouse pad, like the mouse cursor thing on the ThinkPads? Newbert, that's it, yeah. That would be the saxophone bug. Anyways, I'll just do a simple coloring. I don't know what his color palette is, so I'll just make him white like the original image. What the? Oh, there's a hole. Oopsie daisy. Okay. How long has this radio been going? For 2 hours, 10 minutes? Flavonius Pete buying. What was the saxophone guy? I think they were just sax. I don't remember what they were called. Oh, I'm missing colors. Yeah, here's Blunna. I don't know what his color palette is, so just pretend like he has a color palette. I made the image I made of Blunna, I didn't know his color palette was, so I just made it all purple. Okay, let's make buying. So buying's skull is like this. That is kind of like an insane quote. Yeah, this is what buying's skull looks like, even though he's a skeleton. Livonius be buying. This doesn't... I think this is too small. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Okay, I don't like the left one, but the right one's fine. Hold on, let me thin the brush real quick so I can get some insane looking eyes. Move this to the right a bit. There we go. Wait, did I pronounce... Oh, I did pronounce that name wrong, sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, so body would out like this. I feel like it's missing a lot of what makes Spamton Spamton. Hold on. Let me look up Spamton. Spongy, how does it feel to be in 3rd place? Okay, let's do the hair, because I think it'd be funny. Hold on. I'm gonna make the skull come down like this, so then it actually matches the puppet aesthetic. There we go. Now he looks more like a puppet, but his teeth looks weird. So I'm gonna... There we go. And then you gotta have a suit in his hands. He just kind of looks like the Grim Reaper. I forgot his feet. Hold on. Can't believe I messed up that badly. I forgot to give him feet. There we go. Now he looks more like Spamton. Okay. Let's do the colors. Should I do yellow and gold? Why is he so short? That's just how tall, like, Spamton is. Okay, let's do like I'm gonna do like modbox and BeepBox colors instead of the freedom cut, like the friend colors, like yellow and pink. Anyways, we're gonna do one last one, so hurry up and tell me who to add horns at least. Okay, yeah, I forgot to do that. I was gonna do that, but I forgot to. So let's just make the... maybe I should make them actually accurate to the original. There we go. Now that looks right. Okay, okay. If we're drawing me, then what character am I? Because I'm not Tenna. I'm not Spamton. I'm not Ralzay. So who am I? The what? They should low-key be purple. What? Should be low-key be purple. You do minus Starwalker. I literally have like no time. This is the last character I can do. You're Susie /J. Okay, fine. I'll do it so that's like that. I don't know about the green, but I mean. Okay. Okay, let me look up like a random Deltarune character, and then I'll just draw whoever it is. Random Deltarune character. Abyss box horns. We're not doing that. Knowing who's actually in Deltarune is important. Hold on. Let's pull up display. Characters that are in both. Okay. Ultimate tier list of all the characters. This is a lot of information at once. Let me open up the image in a new tab. Oh god, Reddit! Scariest place on earth. Chop top if you're gonna... Can I just pick Chris because freaking, like, Chris is the main character and I'm the host of the radio, so I feel like that makes sense. That's definitely Twitter, yeah. Starwalker. I don't know, I feel like... Does Chris not make sense as a character, as like the pick? Such a bold choice. I was thinking about it because it's like, oh wow, why he the main character is Goober? Well, Goober's Relze, so I can't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with doing Chris. It's probably the easiest. Computer is the water cooler. Hold on. Chris Dark World. I gotta look up a picture of that. Did I switch back? I did not. Why is this one just the... It's just Chris, but this color palette swap. Okay, let's switch back. Okay, let's pull up... Oh, there's actually a, like, high-quality res reference image. Oh my god, let me pull this up. Kind of big, but it'll work. That is huge. Let's smallen that down. I don't care if it's, like, weird. Okay, so we got the important details I gotta figure out. So, Goober jump scare. I just realized that BeepBox Radio is the place where it rained. Okay. Let's do, the hairstyle makes sense first, so let's do that. I feel cramped. Get out of here. Okay, let's draw the face. I want to do, like, the bangs, too, because it's, me, but Chris, so I gotta do... I feel like that's too wide. Let's... Oh. Guys, watch me open up the dark... Let me open up the dark fountain real quick. Anyways. Let's bring this up. Who pinged it? Who sent message? Missed opportunity? Okay, let's... Chop, I need this. My suit is kind of Neo-less. Phantom claustrophobia. Yeah. My head might be a little too small. Hold on, let me try this again. There we go. I feel like that's the right size. Let's draw the bang. Let's draw the hair. There we go. Get ready for my scary sprites. Okay, let's do the scarf real quick. And then shoulder pad. I gotta do the design a little differently, so I'm gonna make it look more... What, Chop, why is your hair flat? Is it? I'll bring this down lower. Okay, let's see. So we got ourselves the shield. Well, not the shield. The chest plate right here, and then the body. Body should go down a little bit lower. Huh. If you were in a Mr. Beast video, what type of challenge would you be good at? I have no idea. I can't really think of something like that just off the bat. Like, what Mr. Beast challenge would I be good at? Probably ones where I'm stuck in a place for a long time, because I can keep myself entertained when I'm, like, not able to do anything for a while. So, yeah, I guess that's my answer. This would be BeepBox shaped since it's the main character. No, yeah, BeepBox. Let's put a second circle in there, bro. Okay, so we need legs. We also need them to be boots specifically, so let me draw the boots. A little too wide, hold on. I trapped 500 BeepBox users in a BeepBox circle. The last one leaves, wins $2,000. BB dollars specifically. Okay. This should be straighter. There we go. More of an even cut on the boots. I feel like the arms should be lower down a little bit. Not that far down, just a little bit. There we go. Erase that, put that there, draw that down to the other arm. At some point, I accidentally changed the brush size from 4 to 5, and I don't know when I did that. Wow, a full 2 pennies! Okay. So, okay, let's figure out color palette. So, this part's definitely going to be gray. Oops, there's a hole. Gray. Let's do the circle. Can we do it to me? Yeah, go ahead. Feel free to spam tomatoes once we get to the outro. Not yet. I spent 30 days trapped in Abyss Box. What do I do? I could imagine like the different dark worlds would be like different BeepBox mods. Anyways, let's make our, this should be just dark there. I'll just do it based off the Chris color palette. It's definitely not this specific blue, but we'll figure it out. Give me a second. Let me copy the image again and put it on. Actually, it's over here. Let me copy that color and then put it here. Stop it, man! I hate dealing with that. Maybe the ears should be covered up more. Chop, why are you blue? It's Dark World. What do you think? We'll change the color palette after I figure out like the color, like the actual colors. Well, once I put the colors down, because I could just do color changes. Okay, there we go. So I keep accidentally selecting with the wand tool instead of the right tool. Okay, color palette set. So also you guys are going to be hidden. Well, it's okay if it's Deltarune, then the character would be possessed, right? Kind of does look too much like Chris though, so I need to do some changes. I'm not going to do shading everywhere. I'm just going to do shading on the skin area. So then, why do I keep... What the heck? Why is it doing this? Why is my G button set to select? What? That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Why is it... I've never seen it do that before. That's so strange. We're getting finished. We're drawing BeepBox versions of the Deltarune cast. Okay, so first off, probably should change all this to more red colors, honestly, because, oops, don't deselect. Oh, I want to see a BeepBox RPG game. That could be funny. Let's change the color from blue to pink, because that could be kind of interesting. Maybe. No, that looks too easy. Make a skin... That's what I just did, but I don't know. I'll do it again. Maybe if I mess with the colors a bit, it'll look good. Kind of does look like Susie, but it's whatever. Why is it doing... I've never seen it do this. Why is it switching between the brushes? It doesn't do that normally. It wasn't doing it earlier either. I don't know why it's doing this. Let's make this darker, more like red. Okay, it's really annoying when I'm trying to color everything in, and it does that. Maybe I should do this color. I cast breathe manually. No. I compiled it from source. I like this better. Oh my god. It's a very specific niche issue I've never seen before. It's just happening. Like, I'm trying to color in the different parts, but it's not working. I'm not sure about the pink, actually. I think if maybe if a different color blue, maybe, but I don't think about... I'm not sure about the... I cast unbanned, get ungot. Maybe I should do more, like, red. I don't know, looks a little weird. This is harder than it looks. I like the purple. I'll go with the purple. If it stops doing that... Pink more? Okay, there we go. I feel like I'm missing something. Shading mostly. Let me do light shading. Why did it do that? Why? Oh, I forgot to turn off contiguous. You need headphones. Oh yeah, headphones. Well, the reason why I have headphones now is because it's not headphones. That's earmuffs because of cold weather. I can do headphones, yeah. Let me color these in. Most frustrating issue ever. This weird thing I've never seen before. Yeah, I'll do headphones. I feel like that matches more the aesthetic though than the my design on the thing, but whatever. Dude, genuinely, stop it! Chat may genuinely see the second Chop Top crash out today because of the BeepBox. No, because one was because of Megalovania, the other one was because this isn't working. Like, why is it doing... Genuinely, why is it doing that? I don't know what's causing that. Did I press a button by accident or something? Dance of the Joyful seems to have working samples again. That's weird. You checked your keyboard. It wasn't doing it literally earlier. I didn't change the settings at all, so I don't see why I would start doing that, like, all of a sudden. I use Jukebox to animate. That sounds like fun. I think this'll work for now. No. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. I think this will work for now. Hold on, let me get everything into one screenshot. Or I'll just export this actually. Let's crop. Move everything. And then save as... That's not I don't want PCC, I want PNG. Oh my god. I figured it out. What the? Hi, I'd like to type in English, please, not Japanese. Okay, so I figured out the issue. It was because my language was set to English Japan, and whenever I typed, it would type katakana. It would type kanji instead of English. So my keybinds were messing up because it was like the right key, but it didn't know what I was typing. Anyways, yeah, we're doing especially the saxophone worm. Why isn't it working? Here, I'll put the cover over. So yeah, I'm gonna send this in the thing if it sends. Where did I save this to? Oh, I saved it to BB Radio instead of just downloads like I thought I did. Anyways, I sent the image in the BeepBox radio channel, so feel free to go check that out. Anyways, I am done. This radio lasted way too long, too much time. Too much time was spent on that. I'm going to end this now. Anyways, I'm going to see you guys next week, so feel free to send tomatoes!